Now, what in the carnival is going on here? So we have an absolutely insane and what could have very easily been a potentially life-threatening situation that many, myself included, have a few questions to ask a Carnival cruise line. This is also hands down the craziest self-snitching situation I have ever seen involving a cruise ship. A woman was somehow able to bring a handgun on board her cruise. She then recorded herself with the gun on the ship and proceeded to post that video onto her social media accounts. In this video, I will show you the video clip. I have it available. I'll go over the details that are available. We have a response from Carnival Cruise Line regarding this whole fiasco, and of course, we'll go over a couple other things that you need to know about.
Day 2 on Carnival. On Carnival. Now, mind you, check bag. They took my pickles, my hot sausages, open bag of popcorn. But yeah, we all good. Let's go, El Travisto.
I'm hitting that song.
Yep, trying to tell you. Matter of fact, let me walk on down here. So, like, literally.
Yeah, see if you can see him and let him know we ready for
the cleanup. Okay, his thing got here, so he's somewhere close by. But yes, literally on the ship, guys. We finna go outside.
So while we don't know what ship this conundrum took place on, we do know that the passenger that brought the handgun and posted a video of her holding the handgun on social media is Kendra Gordon. And as you heard in the video, she wasn't able to bring her pickles, her hot sausages, and her open bag of popcorn. She brought her gun and she was able to get that on. She seems overall pretty excited and I would argue happy or positive that it was able to get on board. Now, as you could imagine, when she posted this video on Facebook, the comments, well, it wasn't very well received. And in case I have to state the obvious, a handgun is prohibited from being on board cruise ships along with many other weapons. If you take a look at Carnival Cruise Line's official website in regards to prohibited items, it states that Carnival Cruise Line prohibits weapons, illegal drugs, and certain items that could interfere with the safe operation of its ships or compromise the safety and secure environment of its guests and crew. Carnival conducts security scannings of all luggage and reserves the right to confiscate any items, such as, of course, open bags of popcorn and pickles, which in Carnival Cruise Line sole discretion is deemed dangerous or can pose a risk to the vessel or its guest. Items will be removed and disposed of, and compensation will not be provided. It's also very important to add that roughly about 2 years ago, Carnival Cruise Line did something of a crackdown, announcing that they would be going a little bit harder in terms of punishments for somebody that was showing some type of disorderly conduct. That would involve things such as fights, illegal drugs, or minors out past curfew, which is at this point in time 1 a.m. I would also imagine somebody bringing weapons on board any Carnival cruise ship would also be thrown into the mix of all of this that would be considered disorderly conduct. Any infractions of disorderly conduct could potentially subject the perpetrator to a couple things. One, you could be banned from life, unable to ever sail with Carnival Cruise Line again, a $500 fine maximum, and potentially jail time depending on the severity of the offense. In regards to the handgun lady, once she posted the video to Facebook, somebody would then take that video and send it over to Carnival Cruise Line, and they would reply stating that she hasn't been on a Carnival cruise since April, hinting at the fact that obviously this woman, when she brought her gun on board, was back in April, I'm assuming here in 2024, and at this point in time, she is now officially banned from ever sailing with Carnival Cruise Line. However, many would argue that in this particular case, she got off light. Considering this little stunt doesn't appear to be accidental by the reaction of the woman on her own video that she recorded and posted to social media, it is a start that she was banned. However, it now does bring about a lot of questions than it does answers in regards to the conclusion of all of this. For starters, I think the question that is on everyone's mind is how in the heck did this happen? Somehow they were able to confiscate pickles and popcorn and hot sausages from this woman, but somehow a handgun, we don't know if it's loaded or not, let's bring that up as well, she was able to bring this on to a cruise ship. Now, many of you, like myself, consider a cruise ship terminal to be similar, akin to maybe an airport. Imagine if somebody somehow managed to sneak a handgun through TSA. I would imagine that once caught, they wouldn't just be banned from ever flying with American Airlines or put on the no-fly list. They would more than likely be interrogated, and then arrested. Also, how long did she have this handgun in her stateroom, in her possession, before Carnival Cruise Line caught wind of it and decided to either confiscate it and then inevitably and eventually ban her? Or did she go the entire cruise with a handgun inside of her stateroom until the cruise concluded, and then somebody pointed the video out to Carnival Cruise Line, and at that point in time she was banned? Believe it or not, and here is the icing on the cake, there are people that have actually been in favor of Kendra Gordon, stating that nothing happened, so what's the harm? She brought it on, it could have been potentially or allegedly an accident, but nobody was harmed, so it's really not that big of a deal. Now it isn't, now that the dust has settled and she's been banned, but what about when she brought it on? We don't have psychological evaluations to get on board a cruise. We don't know her mental state, we don't know her intentions, so naturally for somebody to bring a handgun, and especially knowing that the security don't have them on board, the officers don't have them, I would assume potentially there's probably some type of firearm on board for safety and security, but nevertheless, this could have been a situation that came up that could have potentially turned into an absolute tragedy given the right, or well, I should say wrong circumstances. What say you fine folk on Kendra Gordon, the gun lady? Do you believe that this is not a big deal, the dust is already settled, and she has officially been banned from ever sailing with Carnival Cruise Line, so it's punishment enough? Or do you think that she should face a more severe punishment, such as maybe seeing some type of jail time? Let me know in the comment section below. Of course, on your way out, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and as usual, I love and appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you later. Take it easy.